Why do I live a simple and quiet life? I guess you, my dear friend, could say because I'm tired of the hustle and bustle. And my mom would say because you are lazy and don't want to bother yourself. Someone will say because you are just crazy with incomprehensible life values and goals. Because you want to stand out and show that you are not like everyone else. Some might think that you are rich pretending to be a simpleton. Others will come to the conclusion that you have no choice but to live a simple life because you didn't succeed in any more or less decent life to be proud of. In other words, you are just a loser, dear. In fact, everyone is right and wrong at the same time. And why I've actually been living a simple and quiet life for many years, I want to tell you today, my dear friend. A strange topic for discussion, isn't it? Isn't a simple life what most ordinary people strive for, especially in retirement? And is it necessary to explain why it is attractive and tempting? But for many, the choice of a simple and quiet life at a fairly young age is strange and incomprehensible, because there are lots of opportunities that an active and vibrant life gives, and which you miss in this case. For both, the concept of a simple life has become something vaguely generalized and primitive, where they try to fit the idea of a happy life and a boring life as well, and even a marginal or hermit life. In this picturesque landscape of simple life, there is necessarily a small house on the edge of the forest. Organic vegetable garden. Chickens are peacefully nibbling grass around. It's so quiet there that you can hear the fish splashing in the nearest pond, and the grasshoppers are playing the violins. Yes, I forgot the birds are singing louder than grasshoppers and frogs. You walk along mountain streams, wash yourself with morning dew, make a herbarium, paint pictures or write novels, bake bread and jacket potatoes, knit or embroider, certainly by the fireplace, chop wood, mow grass, or carve intricate patterns of natural life on wood. Why am I painting this picture so colorfully? Because I myself, tired of the hustle and bustle, imagined everything exactly like this. And then I bought half a kilo of seeds, grew 120 tomato seedlings, took a thick book about gardening, a huge backpack for my camera, and went to live in the country, take documentary photos of real life and ordinary people, cultivate an organic vegetable garden, and listen to the meditative drumming on the trees in a place with the sonorous name the woodpecker. Well, and to heat the stove and write books, of course about happiness, to the sound of a crackling fire. That's how my simple life began many years ago. In fact, it was not so simple and serene, but that's a story for the next time. Now I want to explain why I made such a choice at a young age. At the time I was not even 30 years old, why I stayed on this path of simplicity, and only confirmed that it was not in vain that I left the city, noisy life, mind-blowing career prospects, and everything that was so dear to me. I was really an urbanist, a careerist and a conformist to the core at that time. What happened to me? In short, I've seen too much, and I should have been taken away as a witness. A joke, of course, but my profession has allowed me to see real life and communicate with a wide variety of people, from ordinary hard workers to the so-called top of society. To go behind the scenes of lives of the rich and famous and visit the homes of the simplest people in the most remote places. It may sound corny, but I saw the least happiness among successful and high-ranking people, or rather, I did not find it there at all. I have not seen a single happy politician, official, major or minor, millionaire, businessman, showman, as well as among their numerous wives and mistresses. It is true, I failed to meet them among the elite. Maybe you, my dear friend, will give an example of at least one successful and happy, famous or high-ranking person. I searched further using my official position, but almost never I saw happy teachers, doctors, office workers, police officers, salesmen and even clergy, with very few exceptions. There were glimmers of peace and joy of life on the faces of ordinary people, but not on all faces, and not very often. Then I had an interesting thought. Why bother that lot at all, if all this fuss does not make sense? If everyone is burdened with the same financial and life worries just at different levels, everyone is concerned about something very similar. Everyone is striving for some kind of results and achievements in their own way. Everyone is not satisfied with the current situation. Everyone compares themselves to someone more successful and tries to reach their ceiling. And the funniest, or rather most absurd thing, is that everyone aspires to the level of the person who is also dissatisfied with his position. There is no end to all this, because the one who has achieved almost everything is even more dissatisfied and wants to become the master of seas, lands and oceans. So it's always been, so it is, and it seems that it will always be so. We want to master what we don't have, while not mastering ourselves. That was my biggest discovery after many years of observation and searching among a huge number of people. A lot of fiction and philosophical literature has been written about this. Many films have been made, and many lectures from various gurus have been given about it. However, when you've seen it all with your own eyes, when you felt it, especially with a woman's heart, and when you have analyzed it with an impressionable young mind, there is nothing left for you but to make the choice that in principle you do not have. All you can do is to live differently, indeed not like everyone else. That means becoming crazy and incomprehensible for others, irresponsible, lazy, a loser for many, and for some a sectarian in your desire to live a simple and quiet life. A simple life for me is not digging in the garden and tinkering with chickens. It's not building a house and growing quality food for my family. This is not an escape from the city and refusal of hustle and bustle of busy daily life, vanity and career. This is not an early retirement. It's not a pursuit of sustainability and quality of life. It's not even a romanticized here and now philosophy which tends to remain just a philosophy. All these things have a place to be, but this is not the main thing. For me, a simple life is a lifestyle that allows you not to make unnecessary gestures, not to run, not to chase, not to excite the mind with opinions, comparisons, achievements, results, not to do anything unnecessary at all, anything that distracts and takes away from yourself, deprives you of peace. A simple life is a way of life that gives the opportunity to know yourself, to learn to control yourself, to find peace, tranquility and joy of life. Discover your talents and abilities and share them with the world, and thereby make the lives of other people more peaceful, meaningful and happier. And yet I've seen happy people among the most ordinary people. I'm sure you've seen them too, my dear friend, and you can also tell me about it. They live a simple but bright life. And like the sun, they light up their horizon. With love, your Dreamy.